Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, it looks like the free-for-all event is starting to wind down a little bit. Today is Tuesday the 12th, and it looks like this event is running until, I believe, the 18th or the 19th. So, just about a week left. And today, I'm taking a look at the YAK-52. I'm kind of running through all the planes that I never purchased, and wanted to see what they were all about. So this is the background music for the YAK-52 and the wallpaper that they provide. Let's take a look at what kind of missions you get with this. Let's run through instant action. Alrighty, in the default map, you've got a free flight, cold start, takeoff, and final approach. Under Nevada, free flight, cold start, takeoff, and final approach. Under Normandy, free flight, cold start, and takeoff. And Persian Gulf, free flight, cold start, takeoff, final approach, and the sandstorm landing. Let's jump into the default map, free flight, and let's see what that's all about. And here we are. Kind of looks like your average warbird. Take a look around in the cockpit here. Looks like my pedals move, my throttle. Everything moves as one might expect. I need to check and see if there's an option to have an English cockpit in the YAK-52. Now, from what I understand, this is a two-seater, so let's see if I go to the 2 key maybe. There we go. Now we're in the other seat. This looks like the rear seat. Kind of positioned more over the wing there. Again, doesn't really seem to be anything to write home about, but I guess if you like the YAK-52, I would imagine it's pretty accurate. Doesn't look bad by any means, although there's no stick in the back seat. That's kind of weird. Pedals still move, and throttle still moves in the back seat. Alright, let's take a look at it externally. Yeah, it has a real warbird look to it. The gear is interesting on this thing. Looks like it kind of tucks up under a little bit, but it doesn't get stowed away. Interesting. I'm also not seeing any weaponry, no guns or anything. So if I was a betting man, I would have to say that this is pretty much just an aerobatic plane. Or at least that's what it is and how it's modeled here in DCS. You see the other one off in the distance with smoke turned on. Let's go back to the front seat and let's dive in. Start yanking and banking a little bit and see what we can do with her. Yeah, it looks like she can pull some loops, but yeah, I kind of lost it there for a second. There we go. Seem to be able to recover pretty good. Oh, that's interesting. That's the F4 view. Kind of weird. Yeah, that's a real weird view. Yeah, so there's no weapons. seems to perform decent, but I don't know, man. Like, this is one of those planes that you just gotta scratch your head and go, why? Why is this even in DCS? And who is this aimed at? So interesting background music for it, though. So yeah, if you look at the instant actions, really all you have is a free flight, cold start, takeoff, and a final approach. And then in this one, there's a landing in a sandstorm. Now this looks pretty. This is the instant action landing in a sandstorm mission. This looks fantastic. Technically, I don't see a sandstorm. The water looks fantastic, though. So externally the model looks nice. I mean, overall the plane really does nothing for me, but it looks nice. You see the rivet detail. Paint job isn't my first choice either. Got two decent models in the cockpit too. Let's look at missions and see what kind of regular missions you get. Oh wait, absolutely none. The YAK isn't listed. Campaign, and I can almost tell you that it's not going to have one. Yep, no campaign. Training missions. Let's see what we got. Hey, there's 3 training missions. Engine start, taxi and takeoff, and landing. So in terms of content, that's pretty much it, man. Alright, this is the Persian Gulf final approach mission. And I am all over the place already. Let's see if we can put this sucker down. I did this once already and it wasn't terribly difficult. But now that I'm going to try it for real, it's probably not going to go well. It's usually how it works for me, but let's see. This isn't the most complex aircraft. I know anytime I try this in any of the other DCS warbirds, it doesn't usually end well. Go. Brake, brake, brake. Come on. Not bad. Now if it'll stop. Any day now. Why won't this thing stop? I'm hitting the brake, holding the brake. I pulled my throttle all the way back. There's probably a step here that I'm missing, but there we go. Although it still doesn't completely stop. But the nice thing is landing this thing wasn't terribly difficult. And I'm the first person to tell you that I suck at landing. Landings usually don't end very well for me. So the brake is really useless though. I have it set up for the axis. I'm hitting the B key, I'm hitting space, like no matter what. I just can't get this thing to stop. And it's also really difficult to steer on a runway. Seems like you got a little bit with the pedals here. So yeah. I'm no expert in the YAK-52, that's for damn sure. But, again, it was rather easy to land. Seems impossible to completely stop. But I'm probably missing a step. I mean, normally you land, you drop your gear, you land, you hit the brakes, pull the throttle back. But this thing's still going. And brakes don't seem very effective. I set it up for one of my toe brakes just to be the analog brake, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything for me. So, but again, this is the YAK-52, and landing it wasn't terribly difficult. Stopping it, that's another story. So that about covers it for the YAK-52. By looking at its description, it is a trainer. Later used as a civilian plane for aerobatics. And when it's not on sale, it's $39.99, and right now, currently, it's on sale for $19.99. And then if you use that extra code, I think what people are saying is while it gives the extra code's supposed to give you 10%, but really it ends up being like 5% off of what the cost is of the sale right now. But still, is what it is. A little less than a $20 bill. I guess when you look at that way, I still wouldn't buy it. There's no guns, there's no bombs, there's no, combat. And if I want a aerobatic plane and I was going to buy it, I'd buy the Kristen Eagle. One more thing I want to look at before I wrap this up is I want to see if there's a way to change the cockpit to English. Aha, there is. So you've got default Chinese and English. So that should make things a little bit easier. And the other options are takeoff assistance, aileron and rudder trim, and then auto rudder. At least you can do that because the acrylic cockpits are kind of annoying. But that's about it for the YAK-52. I really don't have a lot to say about it. I was able to land it with ease, which for me is a pretty, reasonable task to have completed. I suck at landing. But yeah, I'm just really underwhelmed. Not very impressed with it. But I don't know. And I do like doing free flights and stuff, but I'd rather jump in a Kristen Eagle or the P-51 or even a Hornet or a Tomcat and do a free flight mission and just zip around places and do stuff and fly between buildings over the Persian Gulf and that kind of thing. This plane just doesn't do much for me, and it's another one of them planes that you have to scratch your head and go, where is there a place for this in DCS and why? Like I said, there's somebody out there that loves this plane, I'm sure of it, but it's not me. Nice plane, nice effort that the the module maker had put into this, I'm sure, but just not my cup of tea. And I don't think too many other people that really enjoy DCS are going to find this plane all that enjoyable either. But, for a $20 bill when it's on sale, I guess, it's not too bad. But, for me, if I want a prop plane and I got 20 bucks to spend, I'm going to IL-2. And I can get 8 planes and a map. Actually, 10 planes, because like 20 bucks will get you a premium version when they're on sale for 75% off, which seems to be every other month. So there's that. And a load of content. That's it for the YAK-52. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys,